16 na proyektong inaprubahan ng Philippine Economic Zone Authority at Singaporean Investments na itinutulak ng pamahalaan ating tatalakayin kasama si Director General Tereso Panga ng Philippine Economic Zone Authority. DG Panga, magandang tanghali po.
Magandang tanghali, Ninya, kasama si Commissioner Lumagi, si Director Henson at sa lahat ng iyong televiewers.
Una po sa lahat, ano-ano po itong 16 na mga bago at expansion projects na inaprubuhan po ng PEZA? At nasa magkano po ang total expected investments na maaari pong ma-generate nito?
Well, yes, magandang balita sa ating mga kababayan. Kamakailan po nagkaroon kami ng board meeting last September 23. Kasama ho ng ating PEZA Board Chairman, who is Secretary Chris Roque, at si Secretary Frederick Go ng OSAPIA. Kami po ay nakapagtala ng 16 new and expansion projects. Ang breakdown po nito, meron po tayong 8 export manufacturing, 5 IT BPM, 1 facilities, meron din ng logistics at 1 ecozone development. So ang kabuuan ho na capital investment na na-approve ng PEZA from these 16 projects, umabot po ito ng 54 billion pesos. So this is a lot bigger, 3 times bigger than what we approved in the same period last year. So makakaasa po tayo na bukod sa investments, pati po yung pag-angat ng exports, which is 20% higher from the 16 projects, will also be realized.
Inaasahan din po sa mga gantong proyekto ang karagdagang mga trabaho. Ilang trabaho po ang maaaring ibigay ng mga inaprubahang proyektong ito, sir? At saang mga rehiyon naman po itatampok ang mga approved na proyekto?
So yung 16 projects gaya ng nabanggit ko, this will generate additional 4,000 jobs. But overall, towards the end of the year, we are expecting additional 60,000 to 80,000 new jobs for our Filipinos. So yung ecozone development po natin pretty much catered to rural areas and new growth areas. Although karamihan po dito nasa Calabar zone pa rin, meron tayong 11 projects po dyan. But makikita natin na meron na rin po tayong 2 sa Cebu, meron din po tayong sa NCR, at meron po tayo sa Pampanga sa Central Luzon.
Mula po sa anong mga industriya ang mga aprobadong proyektong ito at sa kabuuan, ilang projects na po ang inaprubahan ng PEZA ngayong taon?
Yung mga industriya po natin, so basically we cater to electronics being our number 1 sector. Mangyari 32% po yan ng total product sector ng PEZA. So dyan ho karamihan pumapasok yung export manufacturing. Kasama rin dyan po yan yung IT center natin, which accounts for 12%. So for January to September 2024, nakapag-approve na tayo ng total of 179 new and expansion projects. So ito po ay magge-generate ng additional $2.5 billion in exports and boost employment by 35,871 new jobs. At ito po sa kabuuan, umabot na po tayo ng $115 billion worth of investment. So first time po ito ng PEZA in September that we were able to achieve a positive growth. So ito pong towards the end of the quarter, where historically we can expect a surge in investments, we're still bullish that we'll be able to achieve our 200 billion peso target for the year.
Sa ibang usapin naman po, kumusta po ang naging 3-day visit kamakailan ninyo sa Singapore? At ano po ang detalye at naging resulta po ng pagbisitang ito?
Well, yan, isang magandang balita din po. Kasama po tayo doon sa economic managers. Nagkaroon sila ng briefing on Philippine economic outlook. Pinangunahan po ito ni Secretary Recto. Kasama niya rin po dito yung mga secretaries ng DBM, kasama yung NEDA, kasama yung DOST at DepEd, na kung saan ho inikaya po natin yung mga mamumuhunan natin sa Singapore na mag-invest sa Philippines. Mangyari ho ang Singapore, although they are number 6 as biggest investor in PEZA, they're actually number 4 top biggest investor in the Philippines. So marami pa ho tayong nahihikayat ng mga Singaporean investors So bukod doon sa economic managers briefing, nagkaroon din ho tayo ng investment forum na pinangunahan ng Aboitiz Infra Capital, kasama ho namin dyan yung PCCI, upang i-promote ho yung mga new industrial parks, new developments that can provide for the best location and the best ecosystem for our investors.
Sir, kumusta naman po ang naging pagpupulong ninyo sa mga opisyal ng HighPeace Singapore at ST Engineering?
Well, maganda po yung naging resulta ng meeting natin. Ito po yung ST Engineering, isa po yan sa pinakamalaking kumpanya sa Singapore, isang global player din po sila. So, they assured us na they're looking strongly Philippines as their next investment site. In fact, nandyan na rin ho sila sa Clark, BCD, exploring ho yung smart city development. But kami ho sanay ng PEZA, we present to them yung huge opportunity to be investing in aviation engineering, kasama na ho yung MRO. Sa PEZA ho, among our prized na locator companies into aviation, nandyan po yung MOG, nandyan po yung Japan Aviation, nandyan si Collins Aerospace. So we're telling them that it's about time that they put up a new facility in the Philippines. Isa pang nakausap po namin is yung HighPeace, na isang malaking kumpanya rin, Singaporean, na sa ngayon ho ay meron ho silang naitala na 4 billion pesos in investments, mga 4,000 jobs already created. Sila ho yung pinakamalaking subcontractor ng Dyson. And because Dyson continues to grow in the Philippines, this will also necessitate their putting up more projects in the Philippines.
Maaari niyo po bang ibahagi sa amin kung ano po itong Create More Bill at gaano po kalaking tulong ito sa pamumuhunan?
Well, malaking bagay ito. In fact, kasama ho natin si Commissioner Lumagi dyan. Kasama natin si Secretary Recto, FIRB. So, itong Create More will even strengthen ho yung competitiveness ng Philippines, not just in terms of fiscal incentives. Right now ho, we can offer the most generous incentives package for investors. So, lalo pa itong pinagtibay gawa ng Create More, kasi on top of the more than 17 years that we are providing to export-oriented industry. So, magdadagdag ho tayo ng 10 more years so that will make it 27 years of length of running of incentives. Across ASEAN, nasa 5 to 15 years lang po yan. So, angat na po dyan, but more than that, we're also into enhancing yung ease of doing business. And in the course of providing for all these fiscal incentives, this will also lead to yung reduce cost of doing business for investors in the Philippines. Yung ano rin ho, yung 20% regular corporate income tax rate that we will now offer to investors in the ecozones will provide parity ho in terms of the incentives that are being extended by other ASEAN economies. So parehas na po tayo with the likes of Vietnam and Thailand. So definitely our 20% CIT rate is lower than what Indonesia offers currently at 25% and Malaysia at 24%.
Okay, so sa ngayon po, ano pa ang mga hakbang ng PEZA para mahikayat po na mamuhunan lalo na po dito sa energy-intensive investments?
Well, yes, magandang katanungan po yan kasi nung we were in Singapore, we were actually put on the spot because investors have been telling us na it would appear Philippines being not so competitive because of the high cost of power. So dinibang po natin yan nung pinakita po natin na yung ongoing rates so ngayon sa economic zones would range from 9 cents to 12 cents per kilowatt hour. And that is more than enough to approximate the subsidized power rates extended by our ASEAN neighbors. So how exactly we're able to do that? Number one is we are promoting yung distributed energy system. So simply put, ito po yung pagbigay ng incentive sa mga power utilities including water to set up their facilities right inside the economic zones. Because with that will reduce cost of power because it's devoid of transmission charges. Katuwang din ho natin dyan yung Department of Energy, meron ho silang nilunsad na Green Energy Options Program in partnership with USAID na kung saan in-encourage ho yung mga locator companies to invest or access renewable energy sources, invest in sustainable development practices, pati ho yung mga energy efficiency programs.
Okay, mensahe nyo na lamang po, Director General, sa ating mga kababayan mula sa inyo dyan sa PEZA.
Well, yes, maraming salamat po sa pagkakataon na ito. Gusto namin sabihin sa ating mga kababayan na gumaganda na po yung ekonomiya natin. So tayo po second in terms of GDP growth rate. Also, we're now number 4. We're inching up in the FDI race. That makes the Philippines one of the best performing economies in the region. So taking the cue from the President, he wants to position the Philippines to be the smart and sustainable manufacturing hub. Philippines is open for business, and so with the economic zones, we are ready to welcome investments because in the course of doing that, as we attract investments, this will lead to creation of more jobs, livelihood, economic opportunities for the host LGUs. So makakaasa po yung ating mga kababayan na habang umaangat po ang ating bansa kasama ng ating Ecozone Development Program, aangat din po ang kabuhayan ng ating mga mabamayang Pilipino.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Director General Tereso Panga ng Philippine Economic Zone Authority.